All right, all right. Hello, hello. It's good to see you, everyone. Okay, so I just realized that I completely forgot to do something very important. um, so the whole point of waiting to come back is that I managed to get a proper, Wi-Fi router this time, so the stream should stop cutting out. But I completely forgot to actually make the quality higher now. So I guess we'll have like a semi-low quality stream that's definitely not going to cut out. So yeah, I guess that works, right? Anyway, it's good to see you, everyone. So we're gonna pick back up. We're gonna pick Pillars of Fortune back up. We're gonna cook some stuff there. Uh, yeah, exactly. Like that works. That works good for now. We can test higher quality later on. Ma, it's good to see you guys too. Okay, so the big reveal. The big reveal is that a good friend of mine that I saw earlier today, just in time for this stream, actually, gave me some actually insane stream tech that I'm going to unveil tonight. And you're going to see it very shortly. And yeah, VTuber model. No, it's a physical thing. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, this is you'll see what I mean when I say that this will never be the VTuber allegations. Okay, I hope I'm not spoiling it. Um, if I hold on. Okay, hello, good to see everyone. And there you go. We have the accessory ready. This has plus 300 this says plus 300 coding speed. The FoxPlush if they were. Oh yeah, yep. These these are the real deal. So yeah, it's actually some really good crafting shit. It's like you put it on like this. It's really good. She saw the stream once and decided that this was a needed accessory. Yeah, it's actually like wrapped around my headset. I'm not gonna take it off, but yeah, it's really fucking cool. It's Yeah, I know, right? Like these are this is homemade. This is really sweet. She's the goat. You have to yeah, you have to thank her for this. I don't know if yeah, no, I'm not beating the furry allegations for sure. But yeah. I think maybe the music might be a bit loud. Not too sure. Oh, I'll say this right at the end. The inside of the fox looks like a weed leaf. What? What are you talking about? Oh, this! Yeah, I see it. Okay, good. All right, here we go. So we're actually going to get coding now. Should be pretty good. World Deco coming soon. What the? I did not recognize the username. Yeah, good to see you. So if you wondered if you wondered who the person responsible for the fox is here, there she is. So if you have any comments of any kind regarding this, then go ahead. Explain the VTuber model. This is child's play. Okay, yeah, true, right. I could be much more furrymaxxing, but that's not really the objective, is it? But this is a neat accessory. Customize it. I can slide it along, put it on the side to make a dono golden from the VTuber model. Yeah, no, I'm not going VTuber. Who do you think I am? Sandman? Deep cut reference. When did Sandman last stream, actually? That's a good question. Had to be like 2-3 years ago or something. Biden mask. What the fuck? Anyway, Sam streams. Yeah, that's like a long time ago. He did like a couple streams and stopped. There was some pretty nice stuff. I don't remember what he did. I think he just played. All right, we're gonna switch from the meme songs. Where's Gerald Master? Where is Gerald Master? We shall see. I'm not too sure, but Gerald is currently not alive. Oh yeah. Oh, did the YouTube module break? Yeah, it's fixed. All right, probably not this one though. All right, let's cook up a re quick playlist. All right, this should be good. Is a hook for a head and a knife. No, you're not eating the furry allegations. Oh yeah. Probably literally. It's kind of the inspiration for the name as well. The inspiration is FNAF 4 with Plush Trap. Okay. What are we like? How long have we started the stream? What the fuck? I mean, I'm too. Oh yeah, I was a fucking boomer now. I don't even remember how to stream. Recently named TheFoxPlush. Here we see. Yeah, 15 minutes in, I think we can maybe stop the game. All right. Let's see. There we go. So we're back. We might actually be able to put out this fire now. We finally have a working router. Oh yeah. First thing to do, of course. Running a song to cook. What? Router gaming. Yeah, we finally have a proper router. I'm plugged in as well, which is rare for a laptop. But yeah, it's been pretty nice. I've got 90 ms ping on DF. Shit is banging. Okay, so today's subject is going to be the new effects. We're going to. My girlfriend wrote to watch these. She does watch these. She does watch these. My girlfriend was actually an accomplice in making this because she she forwarded the measurements of the headset, so you get her to blame as well. Yeah. Yeah. So the subject of today, I think. The subject of today. God damn. Oh yeah. So I do have something to showcase before we get started. If you remember from the previous streams, what we did for the lobby system, 3 points the garbage point rule. Nah, don't worry. You like I'll set up a poll at some point for something, and we might have a poll coming up pretty soon, for like ideas, for something. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, the one thing I changed on a game. I do have a general philosophy For oh, says she wants one of those foxes. Oh, yeah, yeah. You as customers now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You better get paid. You better get paid. I'm gonna forward the offer. Don't miss anything. This is the new reveal for now. Um, so yeah, one thing I wanted to go back on. If you remember from previous streams, we had some lobby going on where we used some boat shenanigans to make it rotate around the pillar, and we had to figure out how to hide it, etc. It's this could be possible. Let's go. All right. You better rack up those prices. Fucking $200. Go for it. The so yeah, the lobby with the boat, etc. I thought about it a little bit after I took a break from the Wi-Fi not working, and I decided it's kind of a shit system, yeah, because like the principle of it is cool, but there's too many like floating aspects. So like the fact that you can like rotate your head in one way but not the other, the fact that you you have to hide the boat in a certain manner, make a box of Texas flares, and you can't change the. Thank you for following B Toaster. You can't change the sky color, otherwise the Texas plays fuck up. It's all like so much like finicky stuff for not much reward because it's not that cool of an effect. What does the girlfriend say about this new arrangement where you're not a furry? I'm not a furry, guys. I'm not a furry. He says with the fox ears, of course, but yeah. But yeah, the lobby stuff was a bit irritating, in my opinion. So what I decided to do is I decided to set up some new system where what happens is I forgot to remove the debug particles, but what happens is the you actually can walk like around the map, and this is the play area, right? And if you enter it, you go into spectator mode. This is loosely inspired by the systems present on like Maze Roulette and whatnot. Because I feel like this was the best way to do something like this. What are those islands? Yeah, so these are like limiters for the border. It's something I cooked up very quick. So they're not that smooth right now. I need to fix that. Maybe we'll do that at the end of the stream if I find a time for it. But I think this is gonna be nice. I also have like a random skin system for these. There we go. Yeah, so interpolation. It's a bit more complicated than that because I mean you'll see what I mean. But I have some skin system for these where it chooses a random skin. I think what I might do before we get started on the on today's subject is I'm going to make it so I make the border color vary depending on the platform skin. I think it's going to be quite nice. Wait, what's the 3K Fox fursuit? What the fuck? Actually, when I was a kid, I actually had the Fox pajamas. I had not a fursuit, but like yeah, full body pajama. You know what I mean? Core shaders so annoying it pissed me off, dude. The life of not cooking texture packs with shaders has been so great. Just showing that you beat the furry allegations. What are you doing? Like a onesie, yeah, onesie is the word I'm looking for. Totally drop ship the TheFoxPlush GM boxes. You know who you have to, who you have to contact for these. I just saw this guy. So yeah, I'm going to do the border color thing later on, but I do have a subject for today. I found what we're going to be doing for the useless items of Pillars of Fortune. So if you remember, we have these little items, right, in Minecraft, the pottery shirt and the smithing templates, which kind of suck, to be honest, for a game like Pillars of Fortune, because they serve no purpose, but they take up a lot of the item pool. You in regular probabilities, you kind of end up getting one of these every time. It's a bit annoying. So, what I thought to do is I thought that we should be able to link these up with other stuff into Belotro consumables. That's literally what we're going to do. That's exactly it. So my thought process was that in order to motivate us to come up with more lucky block effects, I thought that what we could do is that since smithing templates are kind of like upgrade-ish, what you do is you could have smithing templates over there. I'll show what we have in a second, and you set the food animation to what can we like eat is the most basic one, of course, but like you consume it in a way, probably not with the particles or something along those lines, and then you so if you use a smithing template, you upgrade yourself for the game by like upgrading a stat or something. Um, and if you use like a pottery shard, you could probably like throw it or something. So I think there's like trident that works good for this. Yeah. So we'll have to disable the eating animation. Like you do this and you could throw somewhere and it could do a lucky block effect. And I think that could be quite nice. So I came up with some like for the totem animation for the smithing templates. I see your points. I don't think we can do that. I'm not too sure. If there's a strat for this, I don't think I know about it, so I'm not sure. You can definitely do that. So do you just like trigger the totem animation with like a modeled totem? Is that how it works? In any case, I see the vision. Yeah. Okay, I see. I see the vision, but I might be overkill. We'll see what we want to do, right? We can always do that later on. Anyway, these are the effects that I came up with. So, and didn't come up with alone actually. Electrosalt helped me out with some of these because for some of the last ones it was a bit, these model plus item tags. Interesting, yeah. I see. So for some of these, it was a bit tough to come up with like reasonable stuff to set up. But I thought that check Discord. The nepotism. Okay. Oh yeah. Who cooked up the useless items? So of course, some of these are going to be less like exciting than others, right? But okay, so just like seeing the lucky block stuff, the background is like loosely if it's negative, neutral, or positive. But we do have some of these that are already implemented: the projectiles, the launch away thing, the heal, and the platform. Um, in fact, this might be a bit too like negative, but we'll see. The We have some usual candidates here, right? I'm sorry, to a furry. Oh no, don't use AI, by the way. Not good. Some of these gotta not be negative. There are some pretty good positive ones. Mannequin is basically a totem, right? Basically, what I had in mind is that you use the mannequin thing. Could also work on a lucky block, actually. And basically, it spawns it, and as long as it's still alive and still in the map, right? If you die in any way, you dying for real in that spot, but you take the place of the mannequin and you stay in the game. And I thought that this could be a nice thing. Is there fire pottery shard? Yes, here. I thought there could just be a casual fire starter thing. Didn't really have many options for this, but basically, the idea for this is that I think I tried to balance it out so there's the same amount of each. The thing for neutral is they're generally like negative-ish effects, but since you're going to be able to throw these, the smithing templates, the shirts, sorry. Then you can throw them onto other players, and you could do that for other stuff. You could like basically launch away is basically a wind charge, right? So it's pretty nice. Fox furry, make a fox noise. No, no, no. That's variable, yeah, kind of. So yeah, these are kind of like power ups, but it's nice because we get to like reuse useless items. So yeah, a couple of these here and there. Some of these are a bit more like, um, you know, experimental. The super tool one, I don't know if I want to do. Basically, the idea of it is would be like a 16 use tool that like breaks every block in an instant. So yeah, not sure. We can see. Is the stream delay exceptionally low today? Red, we put out the router. We finally have a router. You actually saw it the other day, Red. I plugged something in my I plugged my Ethernet cable, so we have 90 ms ping. Actually, maybe we can. Dude, look at this! Look at this! That's actually fucking fantastic. Have fire be a movement consumable? You mean like movement boost? Because like player stuff, like permanent upgrades or something, I want to stitch onto smithing templates. Okay. Must have more tickets than the TheFoxPlush. Yeah, I usually spend them for like add-ons and shit. Experiencing this on any live stream ever. This is so cool. Wait, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, um, the I've never been able to communicate this fast. Dash, updraft, dodge. Actually, updraft for the fire might be interesting. Latency 4 seconds is actually not bad. 4 seconds is great, actually. That's great. Okay. Yeah, so the fire starter could generate some sort of like Breath of the Wild-ish updraft, but I don't know how exactly you would like use it unless you have an elytra. Maybe. Could work. Anyway, usual stuff, TNT. Oh yeah, reach lock is like something we thought that could be cool. Is like when you use this, it spawns a location somewhere on the map that you have to reach to spawn items. But it's like I don't think it's gonna be that used, maybe because like you wouldn't really go out of your way to do that, especially if the border's coming up fast. So I don't know. What else did we implement that was kind of fun? Tree is probably going to be pretty cool. The thing with trees, you could like we thought that we could do the usual trees and then maybe like twisting vines and whatnot. Chorus trees could be fun. The creeper pottery shot is so cute. Which one? Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Mini Firenator stays for 2 seconds, propels you up if you go in it. You have to keep in mind that like these should also be a like viable lucky block events, right? Because it's meant to it's meant to be corresponding here. In any case, yeah, not much else. Red Vortex. And for the templates, we have a couple of these that are pretty interesting, so like a strength boost, some shrink and enlarge and stuff, block reach, mining speed, jump boost speed, and then there's some like bullshit ones that we don't really know what to do with, like item boosts. Actually, that's kind of OP. But the phase dash thing for the Vex, like if you guys have any better ideas for this, it's neat, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Poison attacks, I think, is like okay-ish, right? Like you're not hyped if you get this one, but it's pretty significant, I think. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think. I think it's what's the face dash template? Vex. We tried to find something relating to the Vex. I don't know, man. But yeah, stuff like this. Yeah, I think the most like uninteresting one maybe is like the sneak movement stuff here. Vex does a dash and damage on impact, right? Kind of. We thought basically first of all to make it so like you phase through stuff. I didn't think really about damage. It's mostly like an ability, like you can do it a couple times, but it feels like not really like an upgrade. Like it's definitely the weakest of the bunch, I think. Or then should be a grenade that she used to bring. Well, that would be like TNT, right? Another meme is in. What? Oh, in the Discord. Okay, that's a good one. You should actually post that in memes. That's a pretty good one. Unless you already have, but I don't think you have. I hope not. The phase dash can stay with you. It would be something you you can use like only a couple of times or something, because otherwise it's a bit OP, no? I don't know. I don't really know what to think about it. Yeah, rechargeable maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a bit finicky. But anyway, I think we should probably have some fun trying to code these systems in. Uh, I think what we're going to do first is we're going to do the shirts. Considering we've got the Lucky Block stuff set up. Um, yeah, I guess actually. Well, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. If you guys have any like ideas for Vex, while I prop up the border color stuff. Damn, I don't see how that's like meant to improve that stuff in any way, because like it just like you're still going to scroll the same amount of messages. Did you just like reduce the flow? Is that it? I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to do the border color stuff, and what we're going to do is we're going to cancel this one. So if you have a yeah. If you have a better idea for this, then go ahead for it. I did hear about the Discord thing with teens. I'm kind of on the fence about it. It definitely seems to be like in the movement of like requiring ID cards for protecting the kids, you know? But at the same time, it's like only for access to NSFW channels, from what I've heard. I don't know. It feels like a slippery slope. What the hell is the alternative? Tons of things. You can do tons of things. For the large scale stuff, yeah, sure. But for the like for group chats and whatnot, you have tons of available options. Humble VPN. Okay, let's focus. Let's focus. I think what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to take a screenshot of that and grab the colors to put them as the color here of the skin, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the border strand code to make it match. Oh yeah, so Milomod recovered its teleportation feature, which is pretty nice. Okay. Yeah. I feel you. There we go. Okay. Let's grab the color. Might be a bit dark, but we'll see. We'll see. Encrypting thingy. You know, like an internet end-to-end encryption, you mean? Yeah, sure, could work. The big thing to figure out if you want to make like your own messaging service, right? Is figuring out how you give access to everybody without like uh breaking your encryption, right? I have no like technical knowledge of this sadly, but From what I've heard, the alternatives rely on like everyone having the app installed and relaying messages from one to another. So yeah, I'm not too sure what you're supposed to do with that. Oh, also, I completely forgot to mention that I started labeling some functions. For now, what I've done is mostly doing some documentation on the loops, mostly because I implemented the new game events for plot startup, plot shutdown, and lax layer recovery, which means that now there's this loop.init function that gets called on lax layer recovery and on plot start. And this basically uses every loop. I use the naming convention. So perm loops are loops that are meant to be running all the time. Condition loops are meant to be running only on certain occasions, and then specific loops, which aren't included here, I'm afraid. Actually, I forgot to change that. I did that earlier today and didn't change the thing. Oh wait, no, never mind. I completely did that. What? Was I just blind? Oh yeah, no, I was confusing with this. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I forgot to do the lucky block stuff, but I'll do that in a bit. Should be fine. But yeah, this makes keeping track of loops more practical, because you always get the trouble when you code a lax layer recovery system midway of figuring out which loops are supposed to be running, which loops aren't, with which targets and whatnot. So this kind of helps. Okay, so for the Vex template, the only idea I got that stuck with me was an invulnerable dash forwards that ignores gravity, making you dash fully horizontal towards where you're looking. The invulnerability is only like 10 ticks or so. It's like a fucking Celeste dash. I guess that could work, but it feels a bit instantaneous, right? Hmm. You could also like settle with a double jump, right? I don't know how well we could code it, but since you can like detect with just a keybind press now instead of flying, you could have like a proper like air jump, right? But then it kind of looks like hacks and it complicates the mods of my the work on my mods coworkers. Yeah, I see what you mean. But it's also like you can make it broad like flying and whatnot. Yeah. We'll keep it like that for now. It's not like we have to like focus on it immediately. Anyway, let's go on the border thing. I think actually get the spawn entity. When we mentioned about tools of reality is so true. So true, so true. Okay, border strand. Border strand, I think. Wait, is the color? Yeah, I think the color is set in the border loop, if I remember correctly. Well, I didn't because I looked elsewhere first, but yeah, FFF here, and then here we can use. I think it's lobby.skin is my variable. So we want to do lobby.platform.skin.setVar of this dot color. I reckon that this is going to work. Okay, so we have the red skin. I'm going to have to remove the particle thing. After this, I did this to like check that the locations would work correctly. Also, at the moment, the platforms don't like reduce their numbers. It feels kind of like ominous. I like it, but I think it feels kind of ominous. It's different colored grass. Well, that's already the case. It's a random skin, but you mean like it's a Texas Place. Texas Place with empty characters and text background being used. We did this last stream, I think, so you should be able to check the VOD for that out. I should post a link to the VOD channel. Wait, hold on. Do I have it somewhere? Um, is this it? Yes, it should be. Okay, hold on. Put on Radiohead for real, for real. So true. I mean, each platform thing that's spinning around is a div colored grass. I guess, yeah. That could work, but we'll see. Um, yeah. So we'll see what we want to do with that a bit later. But for now, I just wanted to make this work. So now we can get started on. Actually, I can put on some Radiohead. We can get started on the Lucky Block stuff. That's gonna be quite nice. I get 8 subscribe. What? Oh, for the VOD channel. Thank you very much. Okay. Profile I paid him money. Oh yeah. Okay, let me set up the Radiohead. God damn it, okay, for some reason. Yeah, this is a brand new computer. Why the fuck is my YouTube player laggy? I swear to God. Okay, I'm shutting it down. Windows 11 moment. Dude, I got to uninstall this new update. I heard it was dropping frames. I lived through it. It actually cost me a very good run of a farewell on Celeste. I was like right at the end of checkpoint 9, and it just the die. Oh fucking some true bullshit. It's the best OS, 100%. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I have to install. Anyway, does random and Radiohead work, or it seems like it works? All right, so if we don't kill ourselves in 15 minutes. um, any non-Windows users we can kind of withstand the struggle. Get to coding. Well, yeah, true. We'll get to coding. Don't worry, trust. One thing I want to do, I think, with the coding, I think, where did I put the coding? I think it's like item init.luckyblocks. No, item dot items.init.luckyblocks. That's such bullshit. Do I not have item dot? Oh no, it's items. Okay, never mind. Um, I'm getting I'm getting a bit cooked on my on my focus here. I need to actually log the fuck in. So for Lucky Block stuff, we have the effect here being set up. I think what I want to do is I want to remove the random mob thing. I want to split that because, as you can see, I had the boss mob, the hostile mob, and the what is it? Did I not have a passive like friendly mob? Yeah, there you go. So I want to split that. So that means removing the. you should go eat. What the fuck? It's 10 p.m. for me. Maybe it's not for you, but it's 10 p.m. Don't worry. I'm projecting my time zone onto everybody else. I'm doing the American grind set. Right, so I think I'm going to remove random mob here. I think it's closed. Make your own damn food. Oh my god. I think. Okay. I think what I'm going to do. Oh, he actually did have a weight system. That's so peak. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to My moderator actually posting his own link. Oh my god. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to package this in an outward function, right? Call this items.init.luckyblocks.event effects, right? Actually, let's put the call function before we lose track of that. There you go. Did it actually get the fucking IP? What the hell? My stream is a legit fucking like fishing grounds. Oh my god. Okay. So this should work. That's my IP. So we're going to split this into so what did we call it? Friendly, hostile, and boss mob. So what is this called? Luckyblock.init.event. The naming convention is all over the place, but whatever. Quick question. Why the fuck did I not make this weight like a default 1? What am I doing? It's over there. Okay. There you go. Right, so obviously let's give them some fancy names. Friendly mob. Hostile mob. And boss mob. So you know what? Actually, let's do something. Let's go on there and let's make the default weights 10 actually. That way we can have like rarer events. Because, you know, had a little bit of a realization. Maybe, just maybe, we don't want Bro, stop doing fucking self-advertising. What do you think this is? This is a fucking like Diamond Fire chat with the blonde ads. Anyway, I think this is a billboard. I'm gonna ban your ass. I think that fuck, I lost my brain of thought. Yeah, we want to make the weight either the weight default weight higher because bollocks, no bollocks, no bollocks. Red, get his ass. I'm not even gonna focus elsewhere. I gotta work on this damn code. All right. So go on, seize them at once. I'm gonna make the boss mob thing here be 1 instead. So now I think about it, what would boss mob actually spawn? Warden. Well, it's not really a boss, but I'm going to include it. Warden, Wither, Enter Dragon. I think that's it, no? How much else? Elder Guardian. Yeah, sure, why not? It's a bit of a disappointment, but yeah. Anyway, that way we make the boss mob thing way lower, so that's good. So, I think now what we've got to do is in items.init. Over there, yeah, in spawn eggs, we append stuff to mob. And I reckon that I kind of have to hard code the list here, no? Not really sure I can do much else. Right, well, off we go then. Wait, what the fuck? What am I doing? It's over there. Yeah, okay. Bro, okay. I'm gonna ban you myself! Stop advertising your damn game! Oh my god, bro. Come on. For shame. Your website is moving people to HTTPS. Well, okay, blame him for being secure. Holy. ID here. Is ID the item ID? I think it should be. Yeah. So ID should be. Do we have like the boss thing? No, we don't. So is it like dragon? Is it? What is it called? Ender dragon? Because like I don't have access to these here, right? Is this? Do you need to be OP to see them? Is it? Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I guess this works. Warden should be in. And what else? Red is the only one who can see it, but there's we just got a chat message from some guy trying to boost my views. Foreshadowing. Um and Elder Guardian, that's it. So probably don't put the items themselves in, but whatever. Okay. Enter Dragon with Elder Guardian and Warden. Spawn egg. So if we have that, then I think we can just like append to const.allitems.mobs.boss. Alright, that works. It doesn't really make any sense to like like this, right? Like if you're hard coding the if. Wait, that just makes no fucking sense. You know when you say you're furry, Elias, I thought you were joking. Oh yeah. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Like if we're going to do it like that, right? Like just fucking do it elsewhere, right? Just hard code it. How bad can it be? Um, or maybe what you do is you do this, then you do the hostiles, then you do the neutral, and you check that it's not in any of these. And you, if it's not in any of these, you append it to friendly, right? Sounds good. So, but you know, I don't really want to do this right now because it's a whole bunch of hard coding, and I don't really want to like spend too much time doing that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to like do hostile, neutral. What's a good neutral? Dolphin, spawn egg, and the good hostile zombie spawn egg. Right? Because I don't really want to type all of them in right now. And then what we can do is we can make it so it's like triple this contain, right? Fuck's sake. Over there. Wait, what? What do you mean? What is the enchanted chest? This dictionary has keys. How do you not know this? In the first dictionary has key. Yeah, I mean, to be redundant, no. I don't know why it's split. They got furries. What do you mean they? You're code. You're the them. Oh my god. All right, so boss, hostile, neutral. There you go. with ID. And if all of that is true, it's an ugly way to code it, but you know, it is what it is. You could probably make this better, but it's fine. So, you append this to passive. The entire thing, what do you mean? Not too sure what you mean by that. It works for any like regex stuff that you do, to my knowledge. Ah, I see. No, you can use it in any part. Yeah, it's very useful to know how to do that. It speeds up your coding a little bit. All right, so that's definitely like ugly, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see if this yeah, seems good to me. Obviously there's some like bad entries in the passive one, but yeah, system looks good. So now that we have these, right, what we can do is we can go back to random mob, the effects, and we can put it elsewhere. Let's put it here next to the lucky block stuff. We want to clone it 3 times, right? Because there's 3 of these. Call it lucky block. What is it called? Lucky block.event.random mob. So lucky block.events.boss mob. Lucky block.events.hostile mob. And then lucky block.event.passive mob. And then you just add it onto here, and you're good to go. You could probably like soft code this. I don't really want to do that. There's not much point. Since you could just like do it like this just as easily, since it's all already set up. If we started from nothing, I would probably soft coded it, but you know, it's fine like this. I think what we can do maybe is is that we can already add the pottery shirt ID string entry here. We don't do anything with it right now, but that way we can like start linking it up, right? So let's actually start it up. So launch away is flow. What's next? Projectiles. Projectiles is angular. Platform is all the way over there. It's sheep. I did the best I could to like pick them accordingly. It's you know. Platform is sheep. Heal is just heart, yeah. Okay, heart. Friendly mob. Friendly mob is friend, I think. Yeah. Do you guys know like your pottery shirts? Because like I have somewhat memorized them from coding with them, but I've never actually like used them in a survival playthrough before. You know what I mean? Anyway, hostile mob is skull. Boss mob is mourner. Do not remember mourner. Okay, and that's not it. Dot events. Yeah. So we'll see how we want to interpret those later on. Actually, you know what? Let's actually code that right now because that's the more interesting part, isn't it? Should we code that right now? Yeah, let's code it right now. We got a good like sample, right? Okay, so let's move that to get more space, of course. Maybe if I mean to like actually teach something with these streams, right? Maybe what I should do is figure out how to have one of those like streamer keybind stuff on the screen somewhere. I guess I would like cosplay a little bit as a speedrunner, but maybe that could like show the macros to like code faster and whatnot. I don't know, could work. Okay, so over there, Yes, that's the weighted thing. So I think what we want to do is we want to do this. Then I guess we already have to force this to be a pottery shirt, but probably better if it is. So the lucky block stuff is called after the item definition. So actually, you know what? Let's do something called item.percent_var pottery shared ID dot lucky effect. It's a bit weird, but it'll work. And call this ID. Okay. What's wrong? What? Oh. Put it the wrong way around here. My bad. Okay. I said I was going to remove the debug polygon. I'm never going to think about doing it if I don't do it right now. Send particle? Show particle? Okay. What did I do on platform? Yeah, so there. Okay. So if I test the lucky effect, right? So it does get linked properly, which is really good. So now what do we do? I think we have to modify the item in item.get here. It's got to be the best way to go. Trying to figure a bit. The thing is, if we wanted to do some sort of like encyclopedia type of thing later on, where you could like look these up, maybe you'd want to modify them. I don't know. Nah, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Let's just code it in item.get right now. Let's actually give this like its own line, because it'll end up being a pretty big function, I can assume. Right. So over there, let's do item.percent_var ID dot lucky effect. If this is not equal to 0, should work. Then what do we want to do? What do we want to do for that? We want to indicate somehow that you can like throw it and whatnot. But now let's just do like the actual effects, then we'll see about indicating that to the player. I think it's like an all-in-one action, right? So consumable properties, yes, that's it. Item over there. So consuming animation is probably going to be Trident, because you know it has that good-looking Trident thing, I guess. Think a little bit. No particles. You can always eat it. You put the same item here. Let's make it so there's no sound. No nutrition, of course. And the use duration. This I probably think we do like 100 or something. What's going to be a bit more delicate here is how do we detect that the player releases right click with this in hand, right? Never actually done anything like this before. One way we could do something is if we like change this to be a trident, and I think we could detect it with shoot and like override it based on like the item value. Maybe that works. What does consume detect? Kind of discovering code at the same time. It's basically because I've never actually like played around with doing stuff like this. So yeah, you know, it's good. I get to discover some stuff. I think consume only triggers when you actually finish the animation, so that's not going to be too useful here. There wouldn't happen to be anything about releasing right click, right? I think like what you have to do is kind of like have to if you were to like you know, detect this in a clean way, you would have to like I think when you use right click, it like detects every tick that you hold the items. You would like detect when it's no longer clicking and do all kinds of shenanigans like this. I think that what is probably going to be better here is if we, do the same shenanigans as this. You know what? Actually, let's actually copy it and paste the item onto a trident. That would work, right? Which means that we wouldn't even need to do this food animation bullshit. You just do that here. Over there. And the tag would be something else, but we can just reuse that. So. Okay. I get trident. You probably like remove the attack damage and stuff from this. It's not stimulating enough for me to make it food. Me when I actually look in and code. Oh my god, bro. But I feel like this is mostly meant to be like a background stream for most of y'all. It's the impression I've gotten over the streams. I definitely think I want to like finish this game up, try and get it working in a good state, because it has some like good features that I want to see actually work on Diamond Fire. But I liked doing streaming. I think I kind of like got slowed down by the choice of Northern Reaches to start things off. Obviously, there were like obstacles in the way also, but yeah, this was like the main thing that I think maybe like slowed down the rhythm. I don't know, something to think about. But yeah, not too sure what to make of all of this, but I don't know if I'm going to carry on maybe with the F game making at the very least after this stream. I have to give it some thought, of course, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this. So you could just use the regular trident. That works. Also introduces some delay, so you can't just like drop the thing right off the bat. Could be interesting. So we do want to like give some attribute. If I do attack damage, right? Make it add 0, add modifier on main hand. Does that work to like reduce the attack damage? It seems like it does. I would need someone to test that with, but I think that works. So obviously you want to hide everything from this, and then I reckon that this should work. And then lucky effect item. Yeah. Then on right click, you should be able to just do that. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's not on right click anymore, since we actually like fixed it. It should be on shoot, which is there. So I hope that we're able to like detect the item. So let's do it right there. Okay. Let's full start it. Oh damn. That was weird. Anyway. Lucky blocks as well. Interesting. So give sheaf pottery shirt was the correct one, right? This is not a trident, which is okay, so it doesn't work. So, item.get here. ID should be correct. So what we're going to do is we're just going to print the ID. Print the ID and print its value here. Now I'm trying to figure out like where it could stop it, but I don't really see it right now. Surely there's like a reason for it not to work, but yeah. Okay. The fuck? Why does it generate all of these items? Oh, because it's in the chest. Yeah, okay, my bad. Oh wait, so maybe we could like see it in the chest. Oh, so this is a trident. I think it doesn't detect it though. That's not good. Crap. Okay, hold on. Friend, pottery, shirt. That's so odd. Wait. Oh, it's 0 in the ID. Wait a second. Okay. So item.get. It sets the item, but not the. Fuck. Wait, hold on. So I'm doing this way wrong. It should set the ID to false item. And this should actually go over there, right? Yeah, that should work. Should hopefully make it work. If the trident doesn't work, though, that's not good. Okay. Yeah, so it does detect the trident. I think that's a good enemy. But we need to fix up how we want to do the... What are these crows orbiting the border? You mean the platforms? Yeah, it's the new lobby system. I like the new limiter for the lobby system. I thought that it looked quite nice. Anyway. So yeah, this is worrying. Maybe it's just that it... Maybe it's just that it like doesn't use event item. Hopefully. Okay. Let's pray. Friend, pottery, shirt. Oh, come on. It doesn't detect shooting tridents. What? Am I doing something wrong here? Wait, shoot bow. Fuck. It's explicitly made to only detect bows. Wait, shoot projectile. Trust. Trust the process. Okay. It hurts the eyes a bit for the boulder to look like this. I think I'll remix the colors maybe. Yes! Okay, we got something. So, on this, let me try doing event item. If event item detects the correct item, then we're really good to go. We can just detect it right off the bat. Okay. Yeah. So that's not it. Let's see. I think there might be a way to do some shenanigans. So I think entity item. Not on the current selection, but on the projectile should probably detect the correct item here. Oh, fuck. Anyway, but I can't see. I can't see anything. Okay. Oh, yeah. Trident. Okay, so it seems like it's actually detecting the item. And I think we got past 98 again. Nice. Good stuff. What do we call this tag again? Lucky effect item. Oof. Yeah, that's not good. I think what happens here is we just cancel, right? I wonder if like you override the sound in that case. It's not cancel actually, it's remove because we still want to consume the item, right? So, which makes me think about something real quick. Let's actually like play the sound, the fucking witch throw or something. I don't know. The classic. You know, I like Radiohead, but this is getting into the into the songs that I would not listen for like a stream. Yeah. Okay. Let's put on some Red Hot Chili Peppers. Probably works. It's not actually a Red Hot Chili Pepper playlist. I'm just like putting out a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so back to this. I think what we also need to do is we need to make it so this is the 64 max stack size. 16 is probably more accurate. It's not like you'll ever reach that, but just in case. On a second thought, actually, since these are going to be pretty OP, right? Maybe we don't want to give them too much to players if there's like one in a chest or something. So maybe something like 4 is good. Right, so let's try this out. I don't know why I don't get the color of this, because I'm pretty sure I coded it in. So I don't know. Friend pottery shirt. So it doesn't consume it if I remove the... Interesting. If I remove the item, the entity, it doesn't consume it? That's odd. That's very odd. Is there something I'm not seeing here? Do I need to like wait 0? That's very odd. I wish Red didn't go make food right now, because that would be something that he'd need to elucidate. Friend. Pottery shirt. Okay, well, like that works, but it's kind of goofy, no? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like that. What the fuck? Hello? Why is there damage? Does it... Oh, wait. Oh, that's bad. Like, if it's stacked, does it, like... That's some odd behavior. Okay, whatever. So, I guess let's not change the max amount. Bit cringe, but I guess. Oh, wait, no. This wasn't the right way to go. Maybe change the max amount. And make it unbreakable, right? over there. Surely it's a bit less janky. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely very odd. Do not know why like removing it. Like, does it just like make Downfire think it's a cancel? What? So odd. What if I like uncancel after this? Like, specify that it's uncancel. Where the fuck is it? It's over there. Does that work? On the event, the Trident hasn't spawned yet. Okay. I keep trying to talk to. I keep trying to. I keep trying to type currency because I think I'm in Vault Versus. So. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, are these all lucky blocks, by the way? That makes it a bit useless, no? Hostile mob doesn't work. Oh, that's too bad. I thought that we could like test it. Why doesn't it work? Oh. Anyway, we'll test it when we're done with the shirts. It's very peculiar. So I ended up not even testing the fucking thing. Jesus, I need to focus in. On the event, Trident hasn't spawned yet. So yeah, but like, how do you remove it cleanly then? That's kind of my question. God damn it. Okay, friend. Pottery shirt. Like, why does removing the Trident cancel the events? That's my question. Hey, banner patterns should probably also inherit something, right? Just follow that. Yeah, we'll think about it for some other stream. We already have a lot on our plate. We actually maybe like write it up somewhere. Banner patterns. I don't know how to get around that. I'm on my phone. Yeah, but why does it cancel the event if I remove the entity? It should have like no link whatsoever. Anyway, I think what you just end up doing is you remove one here, right? That's basically what you want to do. Like if it cancels it anyway. Should work. Paperbug? Maybe. Alright, that works. I don't care. So, once we're done with that, I reckon that we can just launch projectile with like a fucking snowball. And I don't think I need to like apply anything else because we already have like the load up time. We don't need to like reduce the speed or anything. It doesn't really, you know. Yeah. So, once we're done with that, we want to disguise this, of course. Always forget where that's supposed to be. It's like an appearance, right? Logically speaking. Yeah, set projectile item. We put that to be the item. Not the item like that, but this. Oh wait, but I already removed it, so let's actually keep track of it here. Then we want to give it a tag, maybe. No, over there. Lucky effect. And lucky effect is probably going to be something we extract from the item. Lucky effect. Lucky effects item. Right, and then let's go on projectile hit over there. Well, its type is not too good here for me. Let's see. Here's what we're going to do. Also, you know what? Let's actually make this an egg. That way we can like inherit the sounds. It's probably good. Where is it? Over there. Victim none. And then you do victim percent victim. And just so we avoid the player name, let's do that. So once we've done that, you know, this should be the usual stuff for projectile stuff, I guess. And then what we want to do is we want to figure out how to call the lucky block effect. So I have to go check out how that worked because I completely forgot about it. So it was in check game dot break lucky block with location. Does this take in like a default player or something? Yes, I believe it does. So it's like lucky block dot events. Keeps the location, calls it. Breaker is none. Interesting. And then, yeah, it calls the lucky block dot event dot thingy with the lock. And it calls the function, which means that if I select objects, yeah, okay, so it's fine. So time to lock in. On the projectile events, the way we fix this is this. The way we over there, yeah. We just want to check if the entity has the custom tag lucky effects. And if it does, then we can extract the lucky effects like this. Let's just call lucky block dot event dot percent bar lucky effects, right, at the location. Do we have that anywhere? It's location projectile. Okay, gotcha. Location of projectile, yeah, there. Just saving it earlier in case there's like an issue, I guess. Okay. That's all that song. It's basically just a meme at this point. Anyway, let's skip. Select play by name, and if victim is not none, then we want to select the victim. And that's going to be our lucky block effect, I think. I know, right? It's pretty good. Okay. Okay. And it doesn't trigger anything. Okay. Pottery should. That's too bad. Okay. So, why doesn't this work? We do set the custom tag on last entity here. Alright, this doesn't make any sense. Because that's not how that works. No? I think? Maybe it is, actually. Maybe you could... Okay. Ah! Okay, there you go. Sheath. That should create a platform. What the fuck? Wait. So, did I, like, get it correct on one thing? Oh my god. And fuck it up on the other. Yep. Yeah, okay. Hopefully this should work. Oh, come on! What does it break? Can't be that bad at coding, holy. Okay, lucky effect. Let's see, projectile has the tag lucky effect. So what's wrong with it? What? What's going on here? Okay, what the fuck? We know that the last entity target is correct because the item gets disguised here. God damn, what the fuck? Is this like a 2010 playlist? This is pretty good. Some good stuff away. There's some good stuff in there. Interesting. Okay. Trying to figure out why this doesn't work. Is it because I checked the thing too late? Like when I go in the projectile thing over there. Like, has it been too long? That's what I mean. Oh, fuck. I don't see anything in there that could, like, trip it up, right? I don't know, man. It's kind of odd. Maybe it's like the percent victim fucking it up? Do I need to, like, specify that it's a projectile here? Lucky effect on the custom tag should work, right? We call this lucky effect. Like the arguments are correct, no? Let me like double check that this does get like called. Then on projectile land, what we're going to do. Oh no, that's not it. Is it? Did I click wrong? No, yeah, I didn't. So I think here you want to like grab the dictionary of like all the item tags. Yeah. That way we can like check what tags there are and see if maybe everything goes through perfectly. It's just that the function doesn't get called properly. Okay. Okay, so it does. Fancy pillars animation. What do you mean? The fancy pillars animation. You mean the border? The revolving grass. Ah, yes. This is some new lobby stuff that I tried to cook up. It's not that fancy yet. As you can see, it's kind of like jittery. I plan on fixing that a bit later. I don't think it's too interesting to do on stream though, so I want to keep this on the off stream for now. If this is like a system that's interesting enough to everybody here, then sure, why not? But for now, I think it's optional. I mostly don't want to like spend 3 streams debugging stuff just to like do it on stream. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of this that's like the hostile mob stuff that I did earlier, etc. It's stuff that I can like very much do off stream without losing too much value. Of course, this is like a whole system, so it's a bit more important than that. It's just that since I lost a bunch of time doing a lobby already, I don't know. I didn't really feel like doing it all on stream. Also, I didn't even. Here it comes. It's gonna be like this for a whole week, while every viewer catches up. Okay, so we learned that this does get passed through. As you can see, the fuck did we get given trident anyway? From body shirt get sent here. Wait, lucky effect is strand body shirt. So that's it, no? What the fuck? Does the lucky effect thing just get set to pottery shirt? For fuck's sake, what? That's been the whole thing. Okay, never mind. I was just blind. It is what it is. Okay. Let's go back to this. I think we might want to do like a blue clear sky for this specific thing, since it's like a normal grass, and we can like find some better colors later on. What is that? Low gravity, invisible pillars, slow time. Okay. Can I overkill to give myself to lower the time I mean, but yeah. Friendly mob. Okay, so let's actually test this with like one we know works. Traffic light is crazy. I'm glad you like it. Sheep, pottery shirt. We'll have to remove that debug message also at some point. Right, so it does work. Let's try with multiple ones. It's just that like the visual effect doesn't show up for some reason. That's weird. Anyway, good for me. So let's remove this. Let's remove this. And that's already pretty good. So why doesn't it show it? Ah, I know why it doesn't show it. It's because this is like inside the function that's supposed to call this one. So lucky block dot event. So it's like this whole thing. Lucky block event visual. Yes. Okay. So we need to like. Okay. I think I know how to cook this. So look. Wait. Nah. Sorry. Projectile here. When it lands, what we want to do is we want to set the events to be the lucky effect, then we call lucky block.event.visual. Is that it? Yeah, I think it should be it. Copy, no targets. Let's try it out. Also, maybe you want to like cook up a clearing effect, sort of. Please tell me that's not hidden items. Crumbling blocks, interesting. Oh, we get to check if the platform from Sheaf gets affected by the crumbling blocks. But yeah, completely lost my train of thought. It's fine. And I think they don't. That's disappointing. Yeah, so they don't somewhat. One more thing to fix. What triggers the crumbling? If game crumbling blocks here. Right, so you know what? We'll just like copy this whole thing. That's not how you do it. This, yeah. So start process crumble should work. If we go on platform, well, of course, there's the whole new lobby platform stuff, but on this one, yeah, it's just set blocks. So I think we might be able to just do that, right? Works. Hopefully. It's not like we'll get the modifier again. Hold up. No, that's no knockback. Okay. Sheaf pottery shirt. So yeah, I think we kind of fixed it, no? The visual stuff. We didn't. What? What's wrong? What the fuck did I just see? Oh no, it's because it's not. You should check what I sent in GC. I think I saw. Is it the Discord stuff? Yeah, verify age group. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, it's a bit of a worrying subject to say the least, I think. Sorry, just saw that Sans Undertale was online. Holy. Okay. Hmm. What could be fucking this up? It's basically the question I want to ask here. On projectile land, we have this. We call the event visual. Oh yeah, wait. I need to specify the breaker. Fuck. Breaker is probably going to be like, I think in this case it's attacker. Is it attacker or damager? I think it's damager. Trust. I think it's damager in this context for this. Let's see if this works. Maybe we can override this to be the victim in case there's ones. Oh, come on. Why does it not show anything? You get to see like how often these show up, right? Anyway. Lucky block dot events. Like we get the location here. Copy no targets. Events breaker is known. Breaker etc etc. Breaker is not known. Then you select here. Genuinely, what could be wrong with this? Should make a song with lyrics. Yeah, sure. Why not? Like this calls text and dice no matter what. And location gets set. So that's supposed to work. God damn it. This is pretty annoying. Oh, I'm getting tired as fuck as well. I can't just like hop in like this. I need to actually like come up with a fucking game plan. I can't just like test it again and be like, wow, it doesn't work. Right, so I think what we do is on this, we want to like. Oh wait, no, I just found it actually. It's so fucking stupid. It's because I don't set the location. Oh, I was like completely sure that we did set the location, but yeah, sure. There you go. Let's test it. Hopefully it works and we finally have a working system. The first work tonight after 2 hours. Holy shit. Okay, sheep pottery shirt. Come on. So like, yeah. But is it meant to be goofy like this? Hello, Mila. Like, I guess it works. It's just that since I'm far away, it feels weird. Okay, well, it works. Works fine enough for me. I'm fine. A bit wonky. It is a bit wonky. Honestly, I don't fucking care. Like, this is so, like... Nobody's going to actually be using the pottery shards that much for now. I think we can leave it to be a little bit wonky. Mainly want to get into making the lucky block effects so that we can, finish that up. Alright, the main thing we have to fix is why the fuck does the friendly mob stuff not work? Passive mob. Wait, could it just be like a naming thing? Yep, it is. At least for friendly mob it is. So, lucky block dot event dot friendly mob. We make sure that all of these are correct. Passive, hostile, neutral, both should be fine. So, what is it? Skull pottery shirt. Hostile mob doesn't work. So I guess let's try friend. No, you're not making this my new name. It's good emoji. What? It works. It actually has like a specific meaning as well. I feel it kind of how do I describe this correctly? It kind of has the meaning of like when you're just like sitting around, you should be blamed for something, and you're just like, you know what I mean? Like it's not me. I don't know, or like it's me. Or, I don't know. fuck, I'm trying to think a little bit. Why would this system not work here? I actually completely know why this system wouldn't work. It was because I never updated it from the fucking item change. So it uses the ID and not the item. So it should be item.percent_var mob.item 3 times because it's going to be the same mistake for all 3 of those. All right. Give Mona pottery shirt. Should be a boss mob. Oh, fuck. Okay. So I do recall setting up something for like mob spawning, which should be in right click. Yeah. So I think maybe we should package this into a function so that the mob behaviors are the same all around. Seems good to me, actually, yeah. This might actually be it, right? Param get mob item and look. Param get look. Game.spawn mob. Get that away. You know what the stream really needs. You're about to tell me, I suppose. Okay, put that over there. Put this here. Pause. German WT opposite. How you focus study work. So true. I gotta look the fuck in. Yeah, no, I know. I know all about it. So for friendly mob, actually, we don't really need that, but for hostile and for boss mob, of course, we do. FAVU, I see. Right, game dot spawn mob. And let's replace it everywhere. Right. So this should like do stuff correctly for like the dragon and shit. Alright, Morna pottery shirt. I can't specify counts. That's weird. Shit! I'm creative. I mean creative. Just fucking yeets away. We got all of them, that's pretty fine. Okay. So boss mob works. We can probably like check those off here. I need a better way of checking it off than glowing, by the way. You know what? Let's just like break the pots. So launch away. Projectiles is good. Platform is good. Hostile mob is good. Boss mob is good. And friendly mob is good. Okay. So probably a couple easy ones that TNT is actually staring me in the face right now. For TNT, we'll have to actually code in like explosion damage and whatnot. Fuck. Anyway, so For crossbow, I did prepare this, which should do the trick. It's like durability 0, has the arrow preloaded in. Feel like this is going to work. So let's do this one as a simple one. Should be pretty good. Right, luckyblock.init.event. Call this crossbow. Instant crossbow. Probably not a good name for it, but we'll figure it out. Is it called Archer? Yes, Archer. And then luckyblock.event.crossbow. And I reckon that we could just spawn item here of this. And this should be the fastest lucky block code of all time. Okay. Okay. Give, what is it called? Archer pottery sherd. So, of course, this would be one of the ones where you, like, slam it on the ground. Yeah, and then you just... That's good. Works as intended. So that's one more that we did pretty quick. Okay. Mannequin, skewer. Oh, these are all going to be fucking hectic. Crap. I keep forgetting it. I've got these. There's somebody else on the plot. Oh no, I just scrolled up. Never mind. Oh, heal is also good. Never mind. Yeah, I thought I missed one. Okay. The dog is probably an easy one that we can just copy from this. Okay, so luckyblock.event.dog. No need for a random value. Shift on axis is probably good. Ah, wait. We ought to probably add some location rounding here. Because otherwise it's going to like put them into the ground, which is kind of like what happened. Just didn't really notice too much. So now let's do the same here. Spawn mob with a dog egg, a wolf egg. And we don't set target, we set tame. Which should be in like AI. Maybe. Never actually used any of these actions before, so don't really play around with dogs and shit on DF. What are they called? Statistics? Where the fuck is it? What? I have no clue. Is it in settings? It's like set tame somewhere here. Might actually be like doing tunnel vision or something. You can set descriptions to mannequins? The fuck? Never actually saw that. It's actually pretty funny. Tame! There we go. Owner UID is going to be %UID here. I already put it in. Oh, because it was target. So it tames it, which should give it a color, if I'm not mistaken. And the rest is going to be appearance, right? set wolf type is probably already going to be random. Wolf sound type is already going to be random as well, hopefully. And then, what is it? Like, do we have like color? I don't know. What else do we want for this? Not much, right? Oh, the armor. Can we set dog armor? I don't really know if we can. Actually, don't know if you can like set the armor or something. What if I do like set armor? No, yeah, no. This is just like the. Is it going to be here as well? Set equipment item. There is horse armor, but I don't think that's what I want. Yeah, it's only for horses, I think. Well, okay, not sure. We'll maybe figure out some other day. It could be the saddle slot, to be fair, but I don't really want to like tweak with it right now. If I find it sometime, I'll say it on stream again. Right, so this should work. There is the problem of like if you spawn a dog in the void, right? But yeah. Give. I think it's Howl. Pottery sherd. I didn't link into anything. Fuck. Crossbow. There. Lucky block dot init dot event. What is it called? Dog. Howl. Alright. It does glitch out a little bit when I fasten the timer, but you know, it is what it is. Give Howl pottery sherd. It does work. Good. Very good. Dude, the new wolf sounds are always going to throw me off. I don't know. Feels weird. Okay. So this should be the dog one done, which is good. Let's see. Where the fuck is it? Why am I having tunnel visions over there? No! Okay. Whatever. I don't want to grab bricks. It's fine. This one should also probably be pretty fine later on. I'm going to take a quick break for a second because I'm going to be taking a break because I've been streaming for 2 hours. Okay, hold on. I'll be back in a bit. See you guys in a little bit. We're going to continue stream. Probably try to finish off the pottery shirts, get started on a base for the templates, and we'll see. All right, see you in a little bit. All right. Let's get back to it. Just checking messages I had late. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's cook. Let's hurry this up. Let's actually fucking work on this. On these lucky block effects. All right. So I think for like, let's see, trying to think a little bit about how I want to do this. I'll just set up before I forget the oh, I almost did a perfect one. Come on, the same thing as this for like the progress on these. Anyway, for these, I think maybe we want to go for like the easy ones first, right? Because I kind of don't want to like maybe touch too much on mannequin and stuff tonight. These will definitely be like the annoying ones to go through, just like the modifiers, you know. So let's do some easy ones, right? Firestarter should be something pretty easy. We should be able to just retake the platform code, hopefully. Then what has the playlist gone to? Oh, actually, there's some good ones after. AA. So luckyblock.event.fire. So you just modify this to be that. And here's what we're going to do. You know what? We're actually going to remove all of this. What was the weight on this? 2. 2 is fine. Probably make it instant. Actually, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. So on the location that's iterating here, I think what we're going to check is we're going to check the neighbors of that location, specifically the adjacent neighbors like this. And that's going to give us our metadata for the fire. So I reckon that what we can do is set like some I variable to 0, right? Increment that, which makes it so if I is 0 here, then we're going to skip it, right? Because we don't want to place fire in that case. But if there is, then I reckon that we can just, what is it? I think it's flint and steel. Should be able to check it in the reference book here. Special items, sadly no. But I think this is how you place fire. If we want to make it work at all costs, I think we should be able to just do that. So if I check out fire as an actual thing here, let's do diamond fire actually. Come on. Dude, my ping is too good. I can't do that anymore. Okay, let's do that. I used to be able to like do some stuff, like place it, and it had some time to like place another one, and that would like break the detection. But now I can't do it. My ping's too good. Okay, let's look at that. Age, etc., etc. Interesting. There's no down. I assume down is like by default, right? What if I put like, yeah, so that's east, and that's up. Right, so down is by default. Right, so I think, how do we check for down? That's the interesting question here. I think the way we check the down is we make it so we grab the vector. How do we grab difference? It's over there. We grab the vector from location to the neighbor. And what we do is if the vector is -1 on y, then we're just going to skip. What is he doing? We're doing the... Oh, hello, Kodasami, actually. I don't know if you were here earlier. I think you probably were. It's just that I didn't see. I'm cooking some new Lucky Block effects. Right. I see it. Oh, you mean this? I was not here. Okay. So this is going to skip the bottom one. It's going to skip the bottom one. But wait. Think about it. We don't want to skip the bottom one. What we want to do is we want to check if this is like a solid block, which means that we check if the location is like in a block, right? That's probably how we want this to work. Then solid is probably not even it. We probably just want to check that it's not air. And search for air in the creative menu. That's a new one. And if that's it, then we augment this, right? And if this is the logic that we want, right? We want to check if it's not air. If it's not air, then we increment it by 1. And then if additionally it's not the bottom one, then what we can do is we can set some dictionary called metadata. Call it over there, this one. Metadata over there. We are going to set some direction that we'll define to true. And here, is this the good way to go? I don't think it is. Dictionary is probably not the good way to go. I think you want to create a list and you want to append %var direction equals true. Then, if I is equal 0, you skip, but what you do here is you join the metadata with commas, and you can simply use it here, using the lock. Then, let's get back over there. We do need to figure out how we want to do direction. Luckily, I think there's a module for that already. We should be set to direction name. Yeah, I think we don't need to do any reversing. It should be fine. Vec over there. Yep. All right. That's good for us. We can also... Why is that create list? That would have been an annoying bug. Let's remove it. Let's put it here next to the thing. Set back to between locations. Let me double check that I didn't make any other stupid mistakes like this. We iterate on a 3x3, repeat on that 3x3, I is equal to 0 at this point. We create the dict metadata, which is incorrect. We want to create the list. So I think I just like changed the vector stuff to a list by accident. All right, we create the list metadata, we repeat on neighbors, we check if it's not equal to air. Yeah, it should be completely fine. All right, so let's try this out. Oh, actually, you know what? Before I forget, I did not finish this in the slightest. I need to add some fire sound. Surely there's like a blaze thing that should correspond. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it should work, hopefully. Call this hostile creatures. Some blocks is probably more accurate. Once we have this, then we need to actually like compile it here. Lucky block dot events dot. What am I doing? Dot init dot events. That's the one. Fire. Fire. Yeah, let's just call it fire for now. It's called burns, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we're good with that. And let's give it a shot. So good to Tommy, since you weren't here, what we're going to do is we're going to make it so lucky block effects can be replicated using pottery shards. So that gives us more ideas for lucky block effects, and it gives them use to pottery shards. So if I do give burned pottery shard like this, as you can see, I can throw it like a trident. Okay, so that's... Oh shit, I didn't check if the block was air. But yeah, okay. Makes sense. So I guess it placed it because it considered that there was fire over there. Okay. So, we need to add fire as the list of blocks to avoid, which is over there. And we need to check that the location is actually air. Over there. Yeah. No, over there. We want to check that location is air. And if it's not, we want to skip. Let's give it another shot. Oh shit. Okay. So this should like... Oh yeah, that's good. I think that's exactly what I want. So that's pretty good. Let's try like placing... Are you serious? It's like no blocks. Let's try placing some blocks here and there just to see how that ends up looking. Yeah, that's good, right? It's a good like briefing thing. Also, if you open a lucky block, you're getting cooked alive. But honestly, it's a good QTE, right? You just like have to put out the fires, and hopefully, if you have some water on you, you can clear yourself out. Okay, so that's a good one. So what else? TNT is going to be pretty annoying because we need to actually work out explosion stuff. We'll see how we want to do that. Random effects. Let's do random effects. Random effects should be pretty fine. I think in item.get, right? We have some random effect stuff already. Random value pots. Ah, it's actually selected in the thing. Fuck! That's bad. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to extract that in like generic.init. Yeah. Did I? My block. Millimore just erases my fucking block. Okay. It's not actually Millimore, by the way. It's like the cache, not the cache, but the template thing, I guess. I wonder if items is the right way to, sorry, generic is the right way to put this, but whatever, let's just do it, it's fine. So, const dot pot effects, call it like that. That's not it. Item.get. Let's go back here. Get back over there. Let's remove that. And we want pots to be a random const.pot effects. Okay, so we actually have a pot list now. So should be pretty okay. We should be able to just do lucky block.events.random effects. Right? Where we just like actually for random effect. Should we just make it a splash potion? Is that not good? I think making a splash potion is probably good because it can affect like multiple players and like entities and stuff. So it's probably better. Which does mean that you didn't actually need to do any of this. You just needed to do item.get with the forced potion item ID. The pool is not necessary here because we're going to force the item. Splash potion. And then I'm pretty sure that you can just do spawn entity, launch game projectile with the item at the location. No need for any of these. Oh, actually, yes, you do. You need 0 for the speed. And is there a way to immediately break it? I'm not sure, so let's just leave it like that. It's probably completely fine. Let's add the entry. Lucky block dot init dot event. Random effect. Call this random effects. Probably fine. And what is it called here? I think it's called Brewer. Yes. Brewer. And that's another one done. Hopefully. Crossing fingers. Okay. So brewer, pottery, sherd. It's going to be an interesting one to test because I think... Oh, wait, no, never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Okay. It's interesting because in the projectile version, I'm pretty sure that what happens is it like makes the projectile location go inside the block, which might be an issue now I think about it. But for now, it should be pretty fine. I had a thought also of, you know, like the dice is definitely an indicator of it being random, right? So maybe what we can do is if we have like a decorated pot thing. Oh, never mind. These are ugly as balls. Pots. Hopefully. Well, is there no like good vanilla pot that looks good? Has a bit of shape to it. This looks bad. This looks okay. Let's see. This is okay as well. The head visualizer from Millimode is really good. This is probably a good one. As you say, it's got less like definitions. It was the shadows and whatnot. Okay, whatever. Let's use that. It's probably good. So on the visual thing of lucky blocks dot visual.dice here. So here, let's have like some weird variable. Should, if it's equal to 1, then we want to set that dice to your flower pots. And then what you end up doing is you just make it so on the projectile land thing. And before the visual thing, you want to set that to be 1. It's not very rigorous. You shouldn't really do that. Like, that's bad practice. Because the reason it's bad practice is like, imagine I take another break. I know, shocker. And I come back in like 3 months, and I have to do some shit with like tweaking its model or whatnot. I have no idea that this variable actually exists unless I meet like this specific use case. You know what I mean? In general, this is why you should like declare all of your variables, because otherwise you get stuck with stuff like this, and it severely slows down development when you want to pick back up a project. It's also why documentation as a whole is pretty important. So let's try brewer pottery sherd. Yeah, okay, so that's good. Already looks a little better. It's more situational. It's a little thing. It's the little things. It's the little things. Okay. All right. So next one that we want to set up. I'm afraid that as we go on, we're pretty much only going to have, you know, shitty ones to shitty ones to make work. Hmm. Yeah. So like the float one, it's more of an animation gimmick than anything, right? The idea that I had for it is that you would like in a 3x3 area similar to fire, you would like make the blocks essentially just disappear, make them float up in an animation, and then you would like give levitation to everybody that's on that, just to prevent it from being like a spleefing tool. You know what I mean? So yeah, could work. Floats could work. There's some pretty like obvious stat ones. There's one thing I want to do before I like um do stat ones. The more I think about this, by the way, the lose max health thing, that's more of like a stat upgrade, except it's a stat downgrade. So we'll think about it. Treasure chests, etc., should be super simple. Tree should be fun. You know what? Okay, let's do tree and treasure chests, and then let's look into the stat stuff. So let's actually set them up here before I forget. So luckyblock.init.event. Last one was called tree. Treasure chest? What's it called? Treasure chest. Treasure chest. And I think this one is called shelter. Yes. Dude, I know my pottery shirts. That's some very useful knowledge. Okay, let's do tree first. Tree's fun. Event.tree. I don't know if we should make it depend on how do you I don't know if I should make it depend on like if there's dirt below it or not. Like I should set the dirt or something. Maybe I should. Not sure. But that's also like kind of OP. Like if you it's not that OP, you don't really have time to make a tree grow, but whatever. Generate tree. Trees will not grow on blocks that do not normally support tree growth. So that's interesting. I think this does end up meaning that we need to like align. There we go. We lower by 1. We set this by a random dirt block. We also like need to do like fuck, what's it called? Crumbling check on this. Think about it in a tiny second. So set region. Let's random the dirt to be like a random type of dirt. What is there? Dirt, coarse dirt, root dirt. That's probably fine. Okay, we got this. Let's go to platform. There we go. And let's copy this, which I believe is the crumbling check. Yes, it is. So we should be able to just do that. Yeah. Okay, that's very good. Oh, fuck. We need to apply crumbling to the whole tree. Ay, ay, ay. That's not good. Fuck. Oh, no. That's not good at all. Shit. How do I get out of this one? I think if you genuinely want to apply crumbling to the whole tree, what you're obligated to do is to have tree templates. Otherwise, it cannot work. The only way it could work is if you beg a Diamond Fire Dev to add like, tree placed blocks similar to how the explosion blocks work at the moment. For now, I'm going to choose to not care about the about the crumbling of the trees. It's going to be completely fine. Lots of interesting tree types here. So I think only the chorus plants. Ah, no, the crimson fungus and the warped fungus would also need something. Right, let me think a little bit. So I think what we want to do over there, we want to like do a random thing for the tree. Random tree. Call it just tree, it's not really random. And I'm going to pull up like a document on the side so I can like type out the trees that I want. So oak tree, swamp tree, slightly taller spruce tree. Okay. I guess I'll include it. Slightly taller. Actually, probably not. Because that's probably too much wood, right? Big spruce tree, birch tree, jungle tree, acacia tree, dark oak tree. No, not dark oak tree. It's too wide. Pale oak tree. Mangrove tree. Well, not doing the creaking. Do you think these can spawn beehives as well? I think they can. Mangrove tree, cherry tree, azalea. Azalea. What? How the fuck do you pronounce that in English? Red mushroom is funny. I think it's compatible as well. Brown mushroom. Crimson fungus. Warped fungus. Chorus plants. And now, this is the time where I pray that this fits. No, I need it to be in a string. It does! Ah, it does fit. It's actually not that many trees at all. Oops. Whatever, that's completely fine. So we do a random dirt here. I think what we can do is we can make the dirt vary depending on the tree. So we do need endstone dirt and netherrack dirt. Let's call it fucking crimson allium. Wait, can you spawn warped fungus on crimson allium and vice versa? I will beat my fucking ping. There you go. You can, so that's completely fine. Let's just do crimson allium for both. Warped fungus and crimson fungus. You do this, and you do chorus plants. Yeah. Okay. Should be good. We'll try spawning a bunch of trees, see how that ends up looking. We actually won't do that at all. Will we? Mostly because I forgot to do the other one. The treasure chest. Right, let's just do the treasure chest. No, let's not. Actually, let's test the tree. Otherwise, we're going to forget testing the tree. Okay. Set on timer. Give shelter pottery sherd. Shit. What happens if I throw it to the side? Ah, that's not good. So you actually need the space. Yeah, this is kind of like an argument for, you know, tree templates, right? Anyway, come on, that's not a valid spot. Are you serious? What? The fuck? Does it want like the? Oh, I don't bring the location back up. That makes sense. That makes sense. You know what I also don't do? I don't like actually feed it the tree. Oops. Maybe there's some of you that don't know this. You can put tags. You can put variables on tags. It's very unreliable, but it has use cases. All right, I didn't even put the fucking location on it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm cooked. Like this. So did this end up spawning some trees here? No, it didn't. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm pretty sure I can make these side platforms look better aside from... Jesus, that's loud. How many fucking... Okay. I'm pretty sure I can, like, make these side platforms better aside from making them smooth, by the way. I'm sure I can figure something out. Give shelter pottery sherd. And it does, like, bypass the model thing. It bypasses the model thing. Interesting. Okay. Is it because I placed it after the hidden items thing? Maybe it is. So that's very... Okay, well... Oh, and the crumbling is activated. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so that's... that's very disappointing. What? Oh, am I, like, huge? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I thought it was, like, berries or something. Oh. Was that, like, an exception? Oh, it's because it doesn't have the space to grow. Gotcha. That's an interesting thing. Oh. Oh, I guess you don't really hide that, do you? It's only the given items. Let's try some more trees. No, I guess not. Oh shit. And it doesn't like accept it as a spot, which is very interesting. Oh fuck! I guess that's why it doesn't accept it as a spot. Oh shit! Yeah, I mean that's pretty interesting. I do think like the more I think about it, the more the tree thing is more of a problem than a solution. I do think I need to make like tree templates. You know, say fuck it and actually accept that I need to do a template system, which is annoying, but you know, so which means that for now we're going to like return from this, like disable it. We'll code this properly some other time. It's just that the more I think about it, this bypasses the block placement. It doesn't do crumbling. It doesn't place correctly most of the time. It's just bad. We need to make a like an actual templating system, which means that we need to like place some tree templates over there, you know, stuff like this. But all in all, no, it would be incorrect to consider that the tree system is done, right? So let's place it back. So that's a huge loss. But we know more about trees now. So let's do the treasure chest. Treasure chest should be pretty simple. Lucky block dot event dot treasure chest should hopefully just be a set block on look with a chest. We do want to enable the crumbling thing. Then, once this is done, I believe that you can do the game.start. No, game. What is it called? New chest contents. That's the one. Chest contents. So this should work. Hopefully. The thing is, this is going to be as OP as a middle chest, which is not that good. Game chest item amount. It's interesting that it's hard-coded like this. Okay, well. Interesting, actually. It honestly should probably receive these as arguments. Parameter, what is it called? Min item amount. Right, and max item amount. Why do I keep the game chest item amount? Do I keep this for anything? We have this new game chest item amount. We have this new thing to keep track of that. I don't think we do, which means it's completely useless. So chest item amount over there. Now do we use it? There. And that should be everywhere that we use it. Min and max, so there. Which we'll probably do in there. Init, what is it called? Game.start. Where is that function? So there. min and max, and then what we probably want to do is do like param get water override, and you make that default to 1. Basically just doing that so that we don't necessarily get water in this spawned treasure chest. If water override is 1. Basically just like giving a bunch of parameters to my chest contents function. Anything else I'm missing? The chest stack size multiplier is also 1. Trying to think a little bit about how I want to do that. I think I'm going to make that a parameter as well. So chest stack size multiplier works for me. So that's going to be an argument. What do I call it? Stack size multiplier. Stack size multiplier number. Over there. You put that in, and then you go back to treasure chest. And here, that's where you want to put some new values, which will probably hot code, to be fair. 4.7 seems fine. We don't want to override the water. And what is the chest stack size multiplier? Generate it's 0.3, so 0.1 probably. You probably don't want too many items in there, or else it's going to be a bit OP. We might also want to reduce the probability here. This as well, no? Let's make it a bit low. Let's do it like this. Let's also think about other ones that I would want. Fire should probably not be that common. That should be good. Okay. Okay, let's think. Now, let's try the treasure chest. All right. What is it called? Treasure.pottery.shared. No, apparently it's not. Is it? Oh, air. What the fuck? So it doesn't exist. What the fuck? Okay, let me put myself. Plenty? What the fuck is that name? Plenty? I could have sworn it was called treasure. Okay, never mind. Plenty. I think mainly the aspect is like making the little bits here feel disconnected, right? Make them float a little bit. I'll probably figure something out. Plenty pottery shirt. What's the fuck? Is that just luck? Interesting. What? Wait, what's going on? What the fuck? What does it break? I don't know why I didn't see the thing here, but you know, it's fine. What? wait, hold on. So, there's stuff wrong here. I know, actually. It's because I made it fill instead of set the container. It's as simple as that. Set container contents. I should also break the block beforehand. Yes. Okay, that works. What am I missing? Not much, I think. Probably. Hmm. Don't think I'd be missing anything. Oh, actually, I am missing something because I just saw the hidden items and I didn't fix it. Hidden items needs to be... Yeah, so it's just a priority thing. It just needs to be here and it should be all fixed up. Where did I wait? I don't know. Plenty pottery sherd. Yeah, that works. It's like a reduced treasure chest. It does break bedrock, which is a bit worrying, but works quite nicely. Okay, very good. So this should be like low probability, I think. Even lower than that. Okay, so that's one that works. We have a couple left, but we honestly got a lot of lucky block effects done today already, so that's pretty good. Of course, the ones remaining are like crumble blocks is interesting because I think when I made it, I thought that I would just like make it so it triggers crumbling on the nearby blocks, which is a bit redundant, of course, on the crumble modifier, but right. Let's actually knock crumble blocks out. Minor. I'm sure I can figure something out. Luckyblock.init.event. So crumble looks. Just going to go crumbling blocks. And we called it minor. Should probably not be that common because it would get a bit annoying. So for this, I think we want to repurpose the fire one, right? Seems good to me. What's a good crumble sound? It's like decorated pot shatter. That works fine. Over there, if the block is air, we skip. And if it's not, we probably want to skip all of this. Right? So here's what's interesting. If game.crumbling blocks, we probably return from this, place it after the sounder, because the crumbling blocks are already going to be active, of course. Is it called crumbling blocks though? Where would we verify that? Probably here. Crumbling blocks, yes. Okay, so that works. My question is, what does this check? So here's a good thing. It doesn't actually check for anything. Which means that we could just start block crumble on a regular ass game and there's no issue in the slightest. Alright. So actually probably not skip here, but just make it so if it's block equals there, we do block.crumble. We'll need to define the location, which we can just set here to be fair. And we'll need to find a timer? What was it called? Yeah. That seems good. Of course, copy no target, and we do it like this. Okay. I could relaunch the stream with an ad right now, but I'm not going to be too long, and also it's like, what day are we? we're Wednesday, starting on Thursday. Not going to be that many people on. If I do restart ads and stuff like that, keep it running at night, etc., it's probably going to be like during the weekend and whatnot. Like, it's very understandable that there's fewer people right now. Or actually, let me check the viewers. There's actually some. You guys are like 6. I was going to say it. You guys are 6. You guys are 6. Minor pottery shirt. See, the thing is, it's not going to be too visible if we don't actually have blocks to break. Hey, I guess there's like a bunch of you that put the stream on in the background or something. So that's a bit worrying. Does it not? Okay. Doesn't work. Oh, did I not rename the fire? That's probably what happened. Yep. luckyblock.events.crumbleblocks. Okay, let me skip. Please, no crumbling blocks. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, we actually have lucky blocks, so we'll get to test that. Ah shit, I should have placed it. You know what, actually, hold on. Oh. Damn, that's a lot of whatever that is. Okay, there you go. So, it's still the usual one. Friendly. Oh no, no, it's because I didn't do the definition. I was going to like be angry at the system for that. Okay, launch away. Heal. Flying projectiles. This is a tiny bit competitive. Fire. Okay, interesting. Again. Random effect. They just get hit with like. Okay, never mind. Nausea like again. Oh. Is it all nausea? What the fuck? Is there something wrong with the random? Okay, treasure chest works. Platform is interesting. Okay, friendly mob. Wait, why is it all nausea? Is something scuffed in my rent? Oh, wait. I know what happened. Die. Okay. Let's go back to it. I think I know what happened. I just forgot to change it for random, so it selects like one random for all of it. So generic dot it. Yeah, random value face for a second there. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Okay. God damn. I think what I should do is probably like lower the modifier rate. And then like guarantee a modifier per game, right? It's like a modifierless game is always going to be more boring. Yeah, it does do the model now. It's a good effect. Of the you could technically like be hyped to discover what this is, go there and like could do that with a boss mob. Thinking about it, by the way. Set target here. Thinking about the mobs. Set target like never goes away, right? I think. Even if the player die. Oh, which I don't think it's ideal for boss mobs. So let's remove that for boss mobs, it's fine. Okay. So what did we need to add? I think should be good for now. I'm going to do the lose max health thing. One thing I wanted to do, however, is on player.reset. Recall we had these horrendous lines, which are pretty annoying. So I was wondering if there were like ways to make this better than it already is. I guess like instead of doing arbitrary attributes, like I was thinking of like maybe subcoding this, but now that I think about it, there's probably no good way to do that. Because you need to do like tag selection, so it would just like be lists, so it's completely fucking useless. So let's just like, you know, do these. Oh, let's set full distance. Oops. Health attribute here. Wait a second. Set maximum health and sets health attribute maximum health work. Isn't that a bit redundant? Anyway, here's what I want to do: 100 on percentage base, right? That should work. Well, yeah, sure, but it's a good song. That's why I left it on. Anyway, let's just do it like this, right? That's going to work. Oh, what? Oh, what? Why was it direct there? Oh, because I set another action. I see. Wait, you can set messages now if you're a junior mod. Like, it's, I guess if you're staff, it's like YouTube Plus. Oh, 6-star, you mean? You meant the rank. Okay. Can't believe I'm not special anymore. You cooked no more spear tennis advertising. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not sure why they decided to give it staff. It's probably like some dev that got roped into doing it. So we did set combat. Let's do set knockback. There's only 2 of them. Okay. Yes, I saw the website you guys posted. It's good that it exists. Doesn't change the the base thing, I guess. 1, 2, 5, 7. I hope I didn't do 2 of the same ones. Nope, should be good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I sincerely hope that this works, right? Like I'm not doing the base thing. I think Flopso we did discuss attributes at some point. Right, so movement. Okay. That's not it. Mining. Yep. Oh yeah, there's submerged mining speed, yeah. What else is there? Reach. And the weird ones. 5 of them. Yeah, it's the base value, right? Yeah, okay. It's I was kind of worried that it would just not do anything. I'm pretty sure if I did that with the last parameter, it would actually just not do anything. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. So this should be a bit more rigorous. Also a bit more spammy. Yeah. But yeah, this shows that you're resetting everything. Which I should probably make this like a standalone function, right? Player.reset.attributes. That way, if I ever need that for anything else, ever, it's gonna work completely fine. I sincerely hope there's not like a reset player attributes that I'm missing somewhere. I just did all of that, but pretty sure there isn't. We wouldn't be doing all this otherwise. Trust. Okay. Yeah. That should be what we want. Anyway, this is going to be useful when we do the smithing templates later on. We might do the smithing templates right now, by the way. Getting kind of bored of doing the lucky block effects. But yeah, I'm glad we're doing this, right? Because I think one of the things lacking in many iterations of Pillars of Fortune is that the items, there's too many dud items, you know? Like for me, and this is maybe a bit of a controversial opinion, but I think a block, getting a block is kind of a dud item. It's not really it should be the base, right? You shouldn't really be able to get an item where you're like, well, fuck, I can't do anything with this. It's even if you get items that would never serve you in a million years, like a fucking, usually an iron ingot is completely useless, despite the fact that you can craft with it. So I don't know. It would be cool to have an imitator type of item. Not sure which one I could do for that. Maybe knowledge book could work for that, no? It'd be interesting. Where you place it onto another item and it copies it. Then you get to do some ISIC bullshit where you can copy knowledge books onto themselves and you know. Could be fun. It's just something to think about. But yeah, I do think like the end goal is to make every item that's useless actually useful. There's some things like hard to see here and whatnot that are going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit tough to like come up with stuff. But yeah, could be fun. So yeah, maybe we want to get into the smithing templates. I think what we want to call these is just like player upgrades, right? For these, though, I think we're going to need to use the food animation thing. It's probably the best way to go. So items dot init. Over there. Items dot init dot player upgrades. Let's go over there. I know I take up like a lot of space, vertically speaking. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. Why did I just do player upgrade like this? That's weird. Anyway. Maybe we can make this into a class, right? We're definitely still using the lucky block visual, I think, though. Unless there's a better one that comes up, but I think this is probably the way to go. Hey, are there heads corresponding to smithing templates? No, definitely not. Well, yeah, okay, there is. It's just that. Yeah, okay. Nobody ever like makes them. There's just like one guy that decided to make silence. Okay. So player upgrade. We don't know what you could do with that. Probably like the name and the color. Probably decide the color for this. Completely okay. Let's actually try and figure out how we want the animation to be. So the animation, we do like look. No, we do want something that's like gradual, right? Both could work. I should say that like particles will be off. And the sound, we can get a custom sound. What could you do? Beacon? No, it's too long. Or like, wait, that'd be fun. Okay, never mind. I thought it would be more gradual than that. Also, why does this still do the particles? I think the particles reset when you set a sound. That's kind of goofy, but yeah, I guess it does play a random pitch, so we'll have to figure something out like this. For animation, I reckon that maybe like we'll have to like, or maybe we do keep the particles, but like make it like a stone crush sound, you know? Wait. Deep slates? Is that a good one? Wait. Trust the process. Yeah, no, it's less. Maybe the shutter sound from earlier. It's actually kind of funny. I kind of like that actually. So yeah, eat my work for this. It's not like you're going to be doing it too often anyway. I don't think spear works, if I recall correctly. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Spyglass is also kind of weird. So like it does this, but it doesn't really work in first person. What else? Toot horn, same deal. And then trident is the same as the this, though it doesn't really work. Okay, so eat is probably the best way to go. This is honestly pretty funny. Like, I like that. Trying to think a little bit though about if there's like a more fitting sound. Gilded Blackstone has unique sounds, if I remember correctly. Maybe. Sure. I don't know what to think of it. Trying to think about what other sounds I could like incorporate into this, but nah. I think this is good. Oh, why did I clear the sound? Anyway, sound gilded. Whatever. Should be gonna be fine. So name and color. I think what we want to do is we want to do items.init.player upgrades. Maybe just call it player upgrade like that. And we do this. Yeah, let's do like the ID of the upgrade. Call it display actually. And make that be a string still, and we'll like compile it with the color. Be fine. And yeah, the color. Let's just like give it default black for now because I don't really want to specify the colors for tonight. And obviously the pottery shard, not the pottery shard, the trim. Try and get trim. So that should go in item.get before I forget to do it. We'll have to like figure how to indicate to the player that these can be like, you know, consumed. I think you'll probably kind of see it. I don't know. We might be able to just go ahead and do that. So eat, show particles, yes. Can always eat, yes. That's the sound. I'm going to do item. You have sound, nutrition and saturation should both be 0, and use duration should be normal, so let's not touch it. Then we want to set layer upgrade to be this. It's not the same mistake as last time. Right, so this should work. Right, item.percentvar trim dot player upgrade. This, and we also append ID display color trim. With the class name. And we should be good to go. We also obviously need the trim to be like appended here. It's like armor trim smithing template. Oh, fucking hell. Armor trim smithing template. Imagine typing that out every time. Holy. That's what we're going to have to do for the GIF commands, of course, but yeah. Right, so what could we do here? I wonder if you could like do everything using the relative increases. Could be fun. For stuff like larger and smaller, you probably want to do like a ×2, right? Because it's like nobody's going to actually get multiple of these, I think. So I don't know. Let's see. Maybe you should just like submit all of them. Don't know. Probably not actually. Let's just like submit simple stuff for now to see if it works, and then we'll do the complicated ones later, same as the lucky blocks. Right. So for protection, sorry, I'm trying to think a little bit. That stuff. Okay, let's do speed first. Speed is probably going to be the easiest one. So it should be just bold, right? Speed. Let's put the color before. And here's speed. This plays fine. It's just that I'm trying to see how I want to format it. Because mostly I want to have something where it's like it shows the text in front of you that goes like this in speed and fucking this in scale, you know? I'm trying to see how I want to represent that. Probably using something like this. I'm not gonna lie. We'll just like replace it. It's just easier to type. And then for this, we probably want to do like player upgrade dot speed. No need for an argument, I believe. And then I think we just do something like movement. Walking speed is going to be like percentage relative. Give it like 120 boost. Though it just scales pretty fine, I think. Let's do 125. Let's be generous. So now we also want to. We don't have consume, so let's do consume here. Holy, that's a good one. If the item has player upgrade, we want to extract that player upgrade. And I'm trying to think a little bit about how I want like the visuals to look. I really like the visuals I cooked up for the Lucky Blocks. So what head could I have that's like a like obviously you would have like an up arrow that seems pretty fine. It's just that how do you have that be on every single side, I guess? It's like a you want like a power type of shit. What's a good like smithing template? I guess you could just like put a smithing table, right? This one's a better one. Let's go on the visual.dice. This is not going to work out also. I think because I know it's probably the title thing that I'm going to have to tweak. Whatever. Template. Again, very bad practice, but you know, if it works, it works. I see. Look, no, you shouldn't say that, but bad practice. But also, don't do what I don't do what I do. Do what I say. How are you going to cook this actually? Probably shouldn't call this Lucky Block if we're just going to use it everywhere, right? It's going to be a question for another day. I'll probably do the renaming off stream. Okay, template is 1. Let's go on the projectile land. You have to specify location and event. So let's actually specify event to be the player upgrade. Let's do midpoint and let's shift that forward. So event is going to be this. But it's also like before we forget, let's actually like, you know, do the effect. Template 1, yes, and event upgrade. Then we want to do game dot. Fuck. Event visual. That's the one. Copy, no targets. breaker. If there is no breaker, it should be completely fine, actually. Hold on, I just thought about that. Text takes in this, okay. Like this, and we're going to do if template then we'll just do something else. Layer upgrade dot event dot display is probably what we're going to do. Right, that should work. So now we just need to cook up the way the display works. I have a couple like this. So for bold, let me actually just grab the color so we can have like a proper look of how that's supposed to, you know, be visualized. So we can actually like design the way that works. Just gonna take this, you know, the copper color. Okay, so once we have this, I think you can replace these characters with some special stuff. But mostly, I think what you need to do is you need to set a preemptive color as the %bar color here. Regular shadow should be fine. And then for this, you want to do this, put it as white. And what if you did this, right? You put it as a color, like you put the shadow as the color. What? Fuck, I had it just there. Like this. You then probably want to do the same shenanigans for like a down arrow. So what could be like a good typeable character for a down arrow? It's like V is not going to cut it. Probably like minus. Which does mean that this should probably be plus. Or this plus speed. And this should be our title. So display here, we're going to pass. And it should be passed here. All right, let's give it a shot. Hopefully that works. Okay. Give bolts. Armor, trim, smithing. Smithing templates. Yes. It is eatable. Where did it do like a beep sound? Oh, it was probably a report. Okay. Did that increase my speed? I genuinely can't tell. Oh yeah, it did. Just it didn't do the visual. Let me give myself like a bunch more. Oh. Oh, it does it on the other side. Uh-huh. That's not that fast, is it? Interesting. A bit disappointed if it's not really that fast. But again, it's not really meant to be like too scalable. I'll see how I want to change it. What's wrong with that? Should be -1. Why would it be 1 in this case? Actually. Pretty interesting. I'm not sure why I did that. Alright. Bolts, bolt armor, trim, smithing, templates. Let's make a path. It's like, yeah, it does. Oh, fuck. It does do that. Is it? Do I have like increased gravity or something? The fuck? Oh, I think the parameter reset was fucked up. Crap. Oh no. Oh, okay, whatever. I'll fix it on my own time. But yeah, it does feel weird. Something's off. I think there might be something. Yeah, so there's definitely something I don't understand with the relative thing. Otherwise, this would work in a better fashion. So why does it not work here? That's my question. This template is here. If I go on, I forgot which one was text. Text is the first one. If template is 1, text gets set to player upgrade dot set bar event dot display. So let's see it. Let's try event. See how it works, and then we'll probably call it a night. We could do a bunch more like smithing templates, but I'll probably do these in my own time actually, because they're not that interesting to code. And I want them to be ready. But yeah, I think this is gonna be probably it for the stream after we get this working. Okay, bolts, armor, trims, smithing templates. Let me actually give myself a bunch more. It's both 0. Interesting. Why would it both be 0? Template is 1. Event is set to player upgrade. There is a copy here. Player upgrade is is not extracted. Oh, no fucking wonder the speed wasn't being upgraded. It wasn't even being called. Okay, so the big problem with that is that this means that the movements are already fucked up. Okay. That looked kind of good. I like that. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that's pretty interesting. 16 heavy core, holy. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That works. That is a nice system, I guess. I do really like the arrow thing. I think I'll have some fun implementing the stat stuff on my own. Not the reset stat stuff. That's gonna be annoying, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. All right. I'm glad I got these systems working. There were some pretty fun systems to set up. I think. You know, as I said, I think it makes the game a tiny bit better. And we did add more lucky block effects, so that ends up being good. Okay, well, okay, who's there at the very end of the stream? Still like 6 people. That's interesting. Maybe it's just did an update on my side. Anyway, okay, never mind. Hello, Flop. I see, I see. Well, it's good to see you guys. So this is gonna be the end of the stream. Get to take these off. The furry allegations are not true anymore. Actually, you know what? Do the yeah, in case you didn't see, by the way, look at this, right? This is some top tier craftsmanship. Tommy, you missed the start of the stream, but a friend of mine cooked these up for me. Um, watched the stream once and decided I needed to have furry fox ears. So she cooked this up for me and passed me it today, and I decided to decided to equip it for the stream. Anyway, yeah, kind of dead fucking tired. So, oh, look at that, comes right off. It's a really cool, um, it's a really cool article. I guess some really good stuff. She definitely cooked. Anyway, thank you all for sticking to the end. It's been really nice to see you guys again. I'm gonna try and get streaming some more and finish this godforsaken game once and for all. Make it work, make it be fun to play. You know, maybe add some stuff here and there. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for sticking to the end and have a good night. See ya. Take some rest. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.